Restorative practice has changed the environment in our classroom. It's given children, especially on the spectrum in my classroom, a chance to speak out where normally they would remain quiet.
Restorative practice is, the way we look at it is a way for all students, staff, and teachers to build community and be involved, and that's kind of the approach that we took.
In our classroom, it's taken on various themes. At the beginning of the year, it was more getting children used to just talking with each other, feeling comfortable with their friends, and knowing it's a safe place to discuss things. There's no right answers, there's no wrong answers, but that we can all discuss.
First thing I think about when I think about restorative practices is the relationship piece between our teachers and our students and our students and our students. It's really creating a way for them to have a discussion about a multitude of things. It could be a conflict, it could just be getting to know each other, but it's building that relationship piece.
What emotion you are showing us, and then we'll talk about what made us think of that emotion.
I feel that my shyer students that would normally not say much of anything have come out of their shell.
Relationship building, get to know your students. You're going to have a lot in common with them.
So the most important part for this age group, I feel, is the opportunity for them to share their thoughts, their feelings, their emotions, just their opinions sometimes on what they're thinking. So what we're doing is developing that trust with one caring adult, at least one caring adult for every student in the school. So that first period teacher is their caring adult for those students, and we know that that is valuable. The research tells us that's what makes the difference in school.
When you don't know how to communicate how you're feeling, you act out. And so through the circles and through some social skills that we do every day, kids are learning how to ask for help. They're learning the I can messages so that they can let the person know that's bothering them, this is what you're doing and I need you to stop.
I'm actually very pleased. I have 3 non-English speaking students in my class, and at the beginning, they were very timid, didn't really want to say anything at all, and as we keep practicing, they want to have that chance to just one word and then, okay, I'm going to try a full sentence, and they're getting more confident. So just in that piece alone, I'm happy to see kids that have a quieter voice have a chance to, okay, well, I'm not passing judgment here. None of my classmates seem to, okay, I'm going to give it a try.
It is literally the natural way in which to do a class. I cannot see myself from this point forward teaching a class that doesn't have some type of restorative practice.
The culture of the school has been completely changed. It is phenomenal. What you see is true relationships between students and teachers. You also see the students feeling a sense of trust. If I messed up, it's okay. We're going to talk it out. We're going to move forward. Instead of being just punitive, we're learning to rebuild.
The peer-to-peer interactions have become more sincere. The kids get along better. I have a better relationship with them much earlier on. And it really got my class through some truly tough times. I set it up as a way to build culture, but the restorative circles are happening naturally as kind of intended when big events happen. The processes and strategies are already in place because I'm using them as part of my morning meeting.
I thought with my 7th graders sitting around in a circle, it wasn't going to work. But after laying down what I expected during the circle, they really get into it. They quiet, on Monday mornings, I don't even have to really, say, hey, it's time. They start forming the circle. I let my kids sit on the tables, so it's an added little plus. But it spawned on conversation, so it's pretty good.
Because we start every staff meeting in a circle. It's definitely something that we do every time we meet. They're changing the way, with time constraints, they're making the time to have the circles.
We encourage our teachers to do it the first week of school to team build class rules and norms together, and then for problems that may come up. Maybe I have a substitute one day in my class and the sub left a report that wasn't the best report. Okay, let's circle up, let's talk about what happened yesterday, what can we do to improve and get better for next time we have a sub.
I was a little hesitant just because I didn't know much about it, but I did. My principal gave me a few books to read. I also looked online and I watched a few videos online as well before I conducted my own meeting. And then a lot of things that I read just said start off simple and then start building from there. So right now it's still the beginning of the year, so we have our check-in, we have our conversation, and we talk about the topic that we could work on together, and then we check out with it. And the students actually look forward to it. If they know it's going to be a restorative circle meeting day, then they come ready.
I would say you just have to do it. That's step number one, and make it something easy. My first restorative practice circle was them sharing what they did this summer. And that's all we did for the first time. And the second time was, what's your one goal that you would like to achieve in chorus?
I think in some way it kind of motivates them, and I can't wait until we follow up with them to see like if they're actually doing better or not.
We took the approach of, yes, this is something else, but we're all ready. We all have the heart to do this. We all became teachers because we wanted to prepare students to become individuals who can make a difference in the community after graduation.
I just found the restorative circles really help my students, the ones that are really shy and afraid to speak and share their feelings, that it brought them out. Whereas in the past, they would have never said anything.
Just that I think it'd be nice for you to try. I don't think, you don't feel like anybody's judging you about it. Use it in the best way you see fit to build your classroom, to build your classroom community and your classroom family.
I'm a firm believer that that it is relationships, that a kid, even we think that are so far gone, if you build that relationship, it's almost an immediate turnaround.
The restorative practice to me has been like a mind-blowing experience these last few months, man. Just learning the system, understanding what it is, learning my kids, really knowing what it is they're going through, getting them to learn me. I mean, it's been, any teacher who's not doing it, I just think that you're missing out on like a really awesome experience. Not about your classroom, not about your content, but about knowing the kids.